So this is a custom executable for StarCraft Remastered submitted by Sailory called Battle for New Gettysburg. It's part of a mod that's labeled Fall of Tarsonis. I don't know if this is part of a larger project, but this is the map that was sent. The defense of Tarsonis is broken. The Zerg are capturing the planet. The life of billions of people hang in the balance, and the forces of the Confederation are exhausted. The Confederates decide to fight to the end. Okay. Depends on where we start. If we start right in the middle, probably going to be pretty tough. I'm trying to look at this and catalog where all the expansions might be. Here we go. Tarsonis City, headquarters of Delta Squad. Captain, we cannot imagine a worse situation. Tarsonis is occupied by the Zerg Swarm and the forces of Omega Squadron are depleted. The general forces try to spread out the remaining forces so as to create the most effective foci of resistance, but the pressure of the Zerg is so strong that we do not even have time to deploy our troops. According to rough estimates, the number of Zerg on Tarsonis is approaching 1 billion. They're no longer able to be stopped, even with nuclear weapons. Miasmatic coming in hard with the Confederate lore. I love to see it. All forecasts say that the planet is doomed, together with the entire population. Considering this, in fact, most of the tasks become suicidal. We all have to sacrifice ourselves in the name of the Terran Confederation. It's our duty. We haven't been able to win any of the StarCraft 1 submissions yet, have we? Maybe this will be the first one, or we'll continue the losing streak. We must protect civilians at all costs and evacuate those we can. I and a few more generals will lead the evacuation in all areas still controlled by us. Captain, you have special experience. Your skills are noted even among the old families. From them came the order to place you in a particularly important sector of the front. Keep in mind, this seems very obviously translated, which is fine, but that's likely why the text scroll is not, appropriate. It's very slow. Because they don't know how to time it, because they don't know how long it's going to take to read in another language. General, we've decided to send you to defend the spaceport New Gettysburg. This is one of the key ports of Tarsonis. A special agent has been sent to your group for support. Lieutenant, introduce yourself. We're saving 72 out of 1 billion. Hello, Captain. My name is Ilsa. I am the director of the Ghost Academy. I was sent by one of the representatives of the old families in support of you. There are those who appreciate you for your exploits. I do not have outstanding psionic abilities, but I was at one time the most effective killer in the sector. So you can rest assured that my rifle will come in handy. Genora, we've received an unidentified psionic signal. Presumably it comes from Protoss. Their ships were not long ago seen in the system. 72.5, what is that supposed to be a metaphor for? Fill me in. First the Separatists, then the Zerg, and now the Protoss have come for us. However, the Protoss have never been the first to contact The adjutant. Bring them to screen, see what they need. War crimes against civilians? I will establish the connection. Terrans, I am the Executor Tassadar, the leader of the Great Fleet, the Hand of the Conclave. I and my Templar came here not to harm your race. Our main enemies are Zerg. As a rule, we burn the surface of the planet infected by Zerg, but this happens only when there is no other way. On this world, there are still many Terrans. We cannot destroy them all. I speak on behalf of all the Templar. We wish to help you save as many of your relatives as possible. No, I don't think it's rude to skip the briefings. If you're playing, especially if you're playing by yourself, it's incredible. With the forces of the Protoss, we have every chance to defeat the Zerg. Ilsa Kiliani. More like Ilsa killed lots of people, am I right? Executor Tassadar, I will be happy to receive your help. Ilsa, go to New Gettysburg and deploy a base there. I'll check the aliens' intentions for now. Captain, just go to New Gettysburg and wait for further instructions. Please, end a briefing. Let's see it. He's done it. He's done it. Let's go. We save poops. Terrans, my Templar will strain the Zerg as much as they can. Now our fleet is connected by battle in orbit, but according to calculations, several ships will soon be able to join us and help us in the ground battle. Then we will not leave the Zerg any and trace. So we need to live to this point and cover for civilians. General Captain, our group has arrived. The base is deployed. It seems that the Protoss really want to help us. Captain, your task is to organize a reliable defense and evacuate this fight. This fight promises to be the hottest in the history of mankind, so do not spare either yourself or resources. Captain, many residents took shelter on the roofs of skyscrapers. To pull them out, we need landing ships. We do not have many resources. We must only do the most necessary things. Four workers and no other buildings. My favorite way to start. What's going on up here? Okay. Ilya? Defense Matrix. Cool. That's cool. She's a science vessel with cloak. You'll love to see it. So find the civilians and bring them to the beacon, presumably.
Give me some of this shoot. Jacked up and good.
Let's go and grab this.
Base is under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
That just gives us some vision around the map. Now, I don't know if this is one where being aggressive early would help or not.
What do you want? No problem.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh.
No problem.
Here.
Good to go, sir. Yeah.
Additional supply depots required.
Sir. Report.
We're supply blocked, but as units that are sort of around the map die, that will help.
Orders received. Affirmative.
Your forces are under attack.
Don't keep me waiting.
Identify target.
Can't even unsiege those to move them.
Supply depots required. Your forces are under attack.
Of course, my
Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack.
50 damage, pretty good.
Jawohl.
Additional supply depots required.
Can I not pick these up? Or maybe I need to bring an SCV to do it.
Jawohl. Job finished, sir. Roger that. Reporting for duty.
Base is under attack.
Order scout, I can't build there. Finally.
Confederate sniper.
SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots
Just stay there, I
required.
guess.
Base is under attack.
Like, just stay there.
Give me something to shoot.
Cool.
Your forces are under attack.
This hero's gonna die. Is she oh, she must survive? Crap.
I read you. Roger that.
Is this literally just gonna give me 8 minerals? Why is this out here?
Job finished. Reporting for duty. Right away,
Yeah,
sir.
I thought that would be like a...
Affirmative.
No, now he's just holding on to it.
Your forces are under
Are those so...
attack.
I don't know. I don't know anymore, man.
Standing by. Go, go, go.
Don't keep me waiting. I'm eager to help. Jawohl.
The Protoss are just sort of hanging out.
Additional supply depots required.
Job finished. Order scout.
Jawohl. Achtung.
Checked up and good to go.
Let's put these guys up here. Well, you know what? That 2 Marines aren't going to stop
Go, sir.
Mutalisks, but I guess let's just keep making Marines for now, and we'll
Reporting for duty.
figure it out.
Received.
Your forces are under attack.
Just put her in a bunker. I'm leaning towards it.
Go, sir. Order scout. Orders received. I can't build there. Piece of me, boy. Yes, sir. Orders received.
All right.
Boss, my dear. Did something destroyed? Don't keep me waiting. It's yours. I'm eager to help.
They were going to the Protoss. They just walked through. They killed my whole army and then just left. Oh.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. I can't build there. I read you. Piece of me, boy.
Don't keep me waiting. It's your time. I'm eager to help.
SCV good to
I
go,
appreciate the audacity of this.
Not enough minerals.
Order scout. Affirmative.
I'm eager to help.
SCV good to go, sir.
M. Just stop. Stop moving around. Stop it. It's bothersome. Stop it.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Here, go in this bunker, because you're not long for this world.
Affirmative.
Maybe for a map like this, the hero should just be expendable, I think.
Forces are under attack.
Because, like, who cares about this lady? Everyone's gonna die here anyway.
Give me something to shoot. I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
The crystal has to go to the beacon south of your CC.
Report.
It's just money, though, isn't it? Well, he's stuck now, so he's not going anywhere.
Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Commander. Report for duty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Order scout.
Okay. Let's see. No, you can't build up there. That's typically unbuildable terrain, but I should have looked because it's, just take me. Just take my life. We should watch the whole briefing again.
Don't keep me waiting.
Orders, Captain? Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Orders, Captain?
Need something destroyed? Perfect.
Like, the guys in the high ground are helpful.
Your forces are under attack.
They're definitely helpful.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Orders received.
You can make it.
Right away, sir. Orders, Captain.
Achtung!
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain.
No, that does not work, unfortunately.
Right away,
So,
sir.
what's the... Why is that there? Am I missing something?
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Base is under attack.
SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Don't keep me waiting.
I read you. Reporting for duty. Transmit coordinates.
It's your time.
SCV good to go, sir.
Perfect. Jawohl.
Reporting for duty.
Achtung! It's your time.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, I dig. Oh, is that it? Good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain. I read you. Roger that.
Someone's tilting? I guess.
Not enough minerals.
I like how you say that it's tilt.
Base is under attack.
Like, yeah, it's my problem that this is this way.
Job's finished.
150 ore. Is it, though?
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Jacked up and good to go.
I think in actuality it does nothing, but who can really say? We killed the Defiler early on our first attempt. I think that was
Additional
big.
supply depots required.
Orders received. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Fired up. Reporting for duty.
No, 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 pick on that.
Your forces are under attack.
It's an acceptable civilian loss.
Got it. Yep, all right. No sweat.
Your forces are under attack.
Yep, all right. I'm going. Good to go, sir. Roger that. Job's finished. Right away, sir. Roger that. I read you.
Base is under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
That's yeah. Now, when this happened on Now's map, he was like, "Oh gosh, they're not supposed to do that." And on this map, it's like, "Oh no, they're supposed to be as insufferable as possible."
Good to go, sir.
Believe you me.
Roger that.
I think the idea is you hold out and you build a dropship group and you go and you just try to grab everybody.
Systems functional. Orders, Captain. I can't build there. Job's finished. SCV good to go, sir. Orders received. I read you. Affirmative.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me,
Deep analysis? Maybe. If you're me, then yeah, you probably need to play it a few times to kind of understand the
Job's finished.
I don't want to say patterns. Patterns isn't really the right word because it's StarCraft 1, so it's pretty random.
Your forces are under attack.
But it's true. If you're fast enough, you probably can get away with this. Wait, do our wraiths attack? No. For a second, for some reason, I thought our wraiths were attacking ground with their missiles. No, they are. What is that? Oh, it's the Confederates. Confederate Marauder. I see. I see.
Report for duty. I read you. Yes, sir. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Report for duty. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Orders received.
Did I miss how you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to grab those minerals? Like how you're supposed to actually pick them up? Did I miss that? Was that explained? Sorry, I've been obviously having to focus.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Finished. Affirmative. Job's finished.
Oh, that was nice of him to not start.
Minerals.
Reporting for duty.
Apparently they're bugged. Okay. Well, that makes a big difference because that's like, 300 minerals right there that you could have right at the start.
I read you.
So that's kind of a bummer. Right, that could make a big difference.
Job's finished.
Need something destroyed.
Got my attention. Yes. You want a piece of
Don't keep me waiting.
Let's move.
I don't really want to put her in a bunker. She has a really good spell.
Roger that. Right away, sir. Job's finished. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Base is under attack.
Also, it seems like because of the placement of where things exist on the map, whether the enemy goes for you or goes for the Protoss is kind of up for debate, and some attacks seem like they're not intended to go to the player base at a certain point, and then but they walk through and they'll kill everything you have.
Base is under attack.
Which is certainly not like the end of the world, but the problem is... Oh, did he go and pick that up? What's going on here?
Base is under
He's
attack.
down here, lady. She does a lot of damage. She does a lot of concussive damage, so we can rely on that for sure.
Orders, Captain. Affirmative.
Come on down here. Barracks on the way. We can get a comsat station.
SCV good to go, sir.
Snipers.
Base is under attack.
Orders, Captain.
How much do those cost?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Job's finished.
Base is under attack.
Okay, where is she? Not in a good spot. We're probably going to lose a couple times to stuff popping out and killing her.
Piece of me,
Base is under attack.
give me something to shoot.
We already lost a civilian here, right? But it didn't. It said 5 can die, but we don't know where they all are.
Plan complete.
Those Marauders seem cool. Those Marauders seem really neat.
Base is under attack.
Job's finished. Job's
Don't
finished.
keep
Yes,
me
sir.
waiting.
We're stabilizing, but we're going to want to push out here very soon, I
Plan
think.
complete. Not enough minerals.
Go get him, Protoss. Do literally anything except simply exist. Have you ever thought about that, Protoss?
Upgrade.
Could be a nice,
Piece of me, boy.
nice thing for you to do. Let's go siege tanks.
Job's finished. I read you. Affirmative. Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece
Interesting. There's like damaged stuff down there, and
standing by.
these snipers, I'm gonna guess, are gonna be really good against Mutalisks, which is gonna be one of the biggest threats on this map. And then we also are gonna want the ocular implants.
Orders, sir. Finished. Moving. Report for duty. Orders, sir. Somebody call for an exterminator.
Yeah, 10+2, but it's more against light units. So like snipers and marauders, why is this marked as 25? What does this actually cost, I wonder? Kind of hard to tell.
Research complete.
Job finished.
I feel like linking up with the Protoss could be really good. See, they're marked as neutral until you rescue them, which is good.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Give me some of this shoot.
See, Giant Mutalisk Wave is not hitting right now.
Not enough energy.
I wish I could pick up those resources. That would make a huge difference, because then I'd be able to get out of the base. I'm just gonna make an infantry ball and just try to get out of the base. That's what we gotta do. Maybe take another base along the way.
Additional supply depot.
We seem to be alive. We haven't gotten hit by like a game-ending wave yet. Yet.
Upgrade complete.
We might want to take her on the offensive with us, actually.
Absolutely. Moving. Proceeding.
Like a good spread of tanks. Full tech tree available to us.
Additional supply depots required.
Report for duty.
I think I have another depot coming up over here. Yeah.
Checked up and good to the lead. Orders, Captain. Job
Not
finished.
enough
Roger
minerals.
that. Affirmative.
Not enough minerals.
See you later, first member. Good to see you. Have a good rest of your week as well. Seriously, try picking them up with the hero. Okay.
Perfect.
Job finished. Job finished. Job finished.
Eager to help.
Please. Dude, if you're right, you might be right. No. Okay. I tried at least. I had a glimmer of hope.
Your forces are under attack.
Checked up and good to go. Somebody call for
Not enough minerals.
Orders, Captain.
We're already depleted. Wow, okay, yeah. I think we needed to be moving a lot earlier. Let's go out the upper left.
Commander,
Something on your mind?
Goliath online.
We'll save, because this might not go too well. Alright?
Piece of me, boy. You want a piece of me, boy?
Trying to get Marines, Marauders, Goliaths. Pretty decent thing going there.
Online. You got my attention. Slammer, you've got it. You want a piece of me, boy?
I might just be going the wrong way. They have, like, all their upgrades now, too.
Don't keep me waiting.
I read you.
Insufficient SVR complete.
The Protoss are doing good work. I know we're gonna need a dropship, so let's maybe focus more on saving people.
You got my attention.
I guess let's go south instead? Maybe?
Job finished.
They have +3 carapace. I can only get up to +1 armor because I can't save enough gas to do anything. If we could push down there, we could take that geyser, I guess.
Yes. You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
I guess let's try it. We gotta give it a shot.
Yes.
Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going. No problem.
You want a piece of me, boy?
All right, bring it on.
We can maybe push through some of these defenses. Ah, no. Snipers and Marines, baby.
Your forces are under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Turn of the heat.
Yeah, no nukes makes me a sad man.
Got it.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Because nukes would be really fun on this map, too. But no dice.
Don't keep me waiting.
You want a piece of me, boy? Destination. Piece of me, boy. Target. Moving, sir.
Don't keep me waiting.
Go ahead, Tactical. Yes. Channel open.
Standing by.
Let's head south.
I'll reach you. You want a piece of me, boy?
Base is under attack. Complete.
Piece of me, boy.
See, the harassing enemy attacks feels more intended in the sense that it's supposed to draw your attention, but not do, like, again, game-ending damage.
Proceed. You want a piece of me, boy?
Which keeps the map engaging without feeling like BS.
To help.
Upgrade complete.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Online.
Orders, sir. Move it. Identify target.
I'm eager to help.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Keep getting Goliaths.
Did something
Let's move in. I think maybe yellow was scripted to come and defend their ally, maybe? Kill that thing? Okay.
Base is under attack.
Target. I read you. Orders received.
Goliath online.
But maybe not. I honestly am not sure.
Orders, Captain. I can't build there. Yes, sir.
See, there's the yellow attack. It came from a different direction. We have to come up here and go up and around to try to take those out. I also need a group of wraiths that can kill this stuff.
Base is under attack.
Maybe. I mean, I don't have enough gas. The geyser depletes very fast. Where's what's her name? She's not, like, instantly about to die.
Base is under attack.
Get in the base?
Your forces are under attack.
Calling online.
Destination.
Base is under
For
attack.
duty.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Your forces are under attack.
Give me something to shoot. I'm here. Rock and roll.
Resource shortage. I mean, not minerals, but gas. That's the hardest part right now. I can't build anything that's meaningful to make progress while also having a mobile force that can defend its base from those types of attacks. It's like yellow and brown seem like they give you some time to get started, but if you don't move fast enough to make progress against red, it seems like brown and yellow will come up online and it completely roast you quickly. But if you can get to them before they really come online, at least even killing one of them, you probably can take them out. Is my interpretation here. I mean, I could just build a bunch of barracks and spam Marines, maybe?
Destination. Yes, sir. Identify target.
I don't think that's quite enough, right? This looks like a bit of a freebie maybe to take for some extra resources.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Could get some Wraiths patrol. Again, I can't afford them. I can make one or two.
Forces are under attack.
We started with a couple, but they died relatively fast. Why is there a chrysalis here?
Give me something to shoot. Go, go, go.
And you don't start with siege tech, even though you have some sieged tanks. You could take those. If you could take those and start pushing out with them early, that also would make a big difference. I've pushed out several different... It's trial and error, really. Like, I have to be able to move, like, leave my base and see what is in what direction, like, what is vulnerable for me to take. There's some vision that, you know, I guess we can use, or could have used. See, Brown has since moved out and taken a lot of space.
Additional supply depots required.
Now, I played a lot of these modded executables as of late, like in the last couple years, so I don't know like how to compare this one to others. Like, have I basically already lost and don't know it yet? Or am I kind of at the right pace? I don't know.
Forces are under attack.
I think that might answer our question. Can we save one guy? Do you think we could maybe save one person?
Additional supply depots.
Let's see. To get gas, collect barrels. There are many of them on the map. Well, the minerals are not collectible. They don't let me pick them up. So are the gas collectibles available to be picked up? Because that makes a difference. I think my feedback on these types of maps is very similar to all of them that I play, which is there's a huge element of randomness, and it turns into chaos, like unmitigated chaos, to the point where maybe if I could have picked up the resources, that could have made a difference. Maybe if, you know, the attacks that were probably built to go for Protoss didn't go through my base and wipe me out. That kind of stuff, right? But there's a lot that can't be controlled, right? So it's kind of like, it's held together by tape and strings, and it's really interesting if it works as intended. But if it starts to fall apart, then things get real crazy wild fast. And again, not being able to pick up those pallets hurts.
Forces are under attack.
Alright, new objective.
Upgrade complete.
New objective. Can we save literally one person? If we can save one person, we will have beaten this map. One civilian of Tarsonis will survive today. You have my solemn vow. One person will be saved. My solemn vow. There's the spawn broodlings.
Quiet online.
You want a piece of me, boy? Yes, sir.
I'm definitely getting like a similar feel from this map compared to some others, where there seems to be this trend, I don't know where it came from, to start the player with like some units maybe, but mostly it's like 4 like workers and otherwise no buildings. Now, I brought this up in other instances where I've played that, where it's an interesting idea where you could almost just watch factions fight each other doing that, but interfacing with it leads to, again, a situation where things become like bizarrely chaotic, and not in a way that it's like meticulously crafted.
Your forces are under attack.
Now, in a way, like, the players then kind of have an interesting and fun experience that is different each time you play it. But sometimes you also get completely rolled in a way that's this, you know? But it's neat. Ooh, wait, does the SCV count?
Your forces are under attack.
Quick, get back in the base before the Guardians kill us. Dude, it's gonna work. Does the Cyan SCV count?
Base is under attack.
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
The Cyan SCV is combat ready. He is not to be saved this day.
Your forces are under attack.
He's done it. 72 down to 71. We've done it, boys. Tarsonis is saved.
Your forces are under attack.
This might be a good time to maybe review the map so that if we restarted, we would have a... Oh, gosh. You'd have a better idea of maybe where to go and what to try to get. So, interestingly enough, like, there are buildings we could save out here, right? This is good intel.
Base is under
I don't know about the
attack.
academy. That's probably not savable. The creator, I believe that was the creator, had mentioned to pick up the gas barrels. Now, maybe the gas barrels work where the minerals
Your
don't.
forces are
So it's
under
possible. Let's try it. Let's try it really quick. I want to see if it works. If we can maybe pick up the gas barrels. You need at least 2 humans to populate humanity. Confederate SCV, please.
Orders received.
I can pick up the barrels.
attack. Your forces
Probably
are
shouldn't have
under
used an
attack.
SCV. What's her name? Mission Critical lady?
Need something destroyed?
How about you?
Of course, my dear. Perfect.
No. Okay.
Of course, my
Again, unless it's a situation where I can return it to the command center, but it didn't let me do that with the minerals. It's impressive what's going on here. I get some Siege of Korhal vibes from it. I like the hero. I wish she wasn't mission critical. Let's see if we can turn it into the beacon.
Your forces
Oh,
are
okay. See, I was able to return the gas there. Let's try a mineral cluster. Honestly, this would make a huge difference if we were starting again. Number 1, we have a general idea of where some of the teal holdouts even are. And number 2, am I crazy? I did return a mineral chunk to the beacon earlier, right? Maybe I'm just taking crazy pills. Let's check. Maybe my SCV was holding a mineral chunk from that.
Base is under attack.
Right, because it's not like, oh, the enemy's too hard, per se. Like, yeah, okay, the mineral chunks don't work. If I had more resources at my disposal, which I could get from the scattered mineral chunks around the map, then... Dude, Tassadar, come save us, quick! If I could, utilize the scattered mineral resource pallets, I think that would make, like, a massive, massive, massive difference. Like, a shockingly huge difference in being able to proceed on the map. One thing I'm going to do, too, I'm going to restart, and I want to see how these other bases start. Right? Because I bet if we look at them, they don't start with anything. No, they do. They start with quite a bit, actually. We're the ones that start with nothing. They're the ones that start with their entire tech tree. That's true, because we were getting plagued early on, too, but I think that was maybe just red. My initial thought is to try to punch a hole to Tassadar so that he can actually go on the offensive and help us. But I'm not... I don't know. Now I'm not so around the map too, where if we could get out to them. Like, I see greatness in this map. Let me be clear, right? I'm not gonna be able to I'm not gonna like start again and actually play through it, but I just want to talk through it. Because like, if you know exactly where stuff is, like you come out, if you can secure this area early, you move out to the bottom left, you can get to these guys early. There's only a couple units, but you don't know that until you try. And so it takes a lot of trial and error to move out of your base and look and see in which direction is relatively safe versus absolutely not safe. Occasionally, Yellow might send an attack against Peach and kill your whole army.
Base is under
You know,
attack.
etc., etc. I see the mapmaker saying to the beacon Arg. I don't know if you saw, it's been 3 times now I've picked up a mineral cluster and moved it to the beacon. So I apologize if this is frustrating, but, you know, you did make a map that has a lot going on it that, you know, sort of doesn't work. Oh, they reset. We can do, yeah, we could do Jabovenge on this
Forces are
one.
under attack.
I think this is definitely doable. I will try one more time to see if I can pick up those minerals.
Of course, my dear.
I like the modified tech tree. The Marauders are really nice. Let's do it.
Forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Orders received. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
All right. So I used that opportunity to talk more about the entry, but we're not going to progress any further through this one. But yeah, this was an interesting entry. This is what I'd like to revisit maybe after it was cleaned up a bit, I suppose. If we could maybe even if we tried again and we could actually get to Tassadar, that could also make a big difference because then he could start branching out around the map and help us defend against brown and yellow.